Jamie Dimon's thoughts about the economy, buy now, pay later loans helping people, and housing crisis. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Business Insider, and written by Theron Mohammed, titled Jamie Dimon Warns the World Order is Being Challenged and Bashes Crypto Once More. The author of this article referenced Jamie Dimon as saying, most people are financially healthy, but economic and geopolitical threats could spoil the party. Well, my friends, I think he is right. Unfortunately, many people believe the stock market is going to go almost straight up forever without a sizable correction. Some individuals believe their meme coins and other cryptocurrencies are going to double, triple, or quadruple from where they are at right now in the near future. Some people also believe unemployment will stay low forever and inflation is just transitory, and Janet Yellen will be able to convince China to reduce their manufacturing overcapacity that is impacting factories here in America. I know of people who just spend like the good times will roll forever, with no consideration for what could happen if we experience turbulent financial times in the future. Getting back to the article, the author went on to reference Jamie Dimon as saying, if rates go up and you have a recession, that will hurt leveraged companies, jobs, profits, and real estate. So you can have circumstances where it's a triple whammy negatively affecting the banks. I have to wonder if that is why he has sold millions of dollars in stock recently. Let me share another quote from Jamie Dimon. He said, so far we're in pretty good shape, and so far it looks like a soft landing type of scenario, but put me on the cautious side of that one. It sounds like he is trying not to freak anyone out, but he did say, put me on the cautious side of that one. Maybe this is one of those times where you pay attention to what he personally is doing and not what he is saying. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The next article is really unbelievable to me. I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Nora Colomer titled 76% of buy now pay later users said it helped improve their financial situation, but beware of risks survey. The author of this article referenced a survey conducted by Achieve, which revealed 76% of respondents felt that buy now pay later loans helped them improve their overall financial situation. When I read this, I couldn't believe it. I had to wonder if they only surveyed people who just took out a buy now pay later loan for something they wanted to buy, and these people hadn't yet had to worry about repaying that debt. From my perspective, I just find it hard to believe that buy now pay later loans help people improve their overall financial situation. I know these buy now pay later loans are popular, but you are essentially taking on debt to buy something today that you don't have the money to pay cash for. But you think down the road you'll have cash to pay for your needs and have extra cash left over to pay off the buy now pay later loan debt. I just don't see it, but that's just me. I see these buy now pay later loans being advertised for just about anything. I worry about people who take out this debt with no good plan for how to pay it back. For some, this is just a way to get something they need today and they will worry about it later. It's kind of like people who don't want to invest for retirement right now because they'd rather worry about that later. Well, later comes before you know it, and then what? It troubles me that some people are actually using buy now pay later loans for fast food. If we had a time machine and we could travel back to the 1950s or 1960s and we visited a church picnic and struck up a conversation with people and started asking them if they'd ever take out a loan to buy fast food, they'd look at you like you were crazy. How times have changed here in America. Did you know for some mortgage products, consumers have to complete an online course so they can learn more about the debt that they are about to take on? I almost feel like this is necessary for these buy now pay later loans. And it shouldn't be created by the buy now pay later loan companies. It should be created by a third party that isn't influenced by them in any way. Getting back to the article, the author shared additional findings from the survey. 22% of respondents liked buy now pay later loans because it was easier to access than credit cards. Well, this is problematic in my opinion. If you have a hard time getting access to a credit card, then you may have bad credit. You might have bad credit because you made poor financial decisions in the past. Perhaps you lack financial education. Understand, I'm not blaming these people. Some schools in America don't teach students anything about financial literacy, and many young people don't have parents who are in a position to teach them. Some parents are up to their eyeballs in debt themselves. If you can't get a credit card because of bad credit, should you really be taking out buy now, pay later loans? In my opinion, no, you probably shouldn't. Now, there are exceptions for everything, and I'm sure some of you can cite some good examples. I just worry about people digging themselves into a deeper hole financially by taking out these buy now, pay later loans. If someone is starving and has no other way to buy food and is about ready to collapse on the floor, I understand why he or she might want to use a buy now, pay later loan to purchase food. I just wish people in this type of situation had access to a local food bank or had access to some type of family support structure. In my opinion, this buy now, pay later loan phenomenon really is happening at an interesting time in our country. American families are struggling due to high inflation, and now they have access to this new miracle financial product called buy now, pay later loans. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read an interesting article today on Yahoo Finance, put out by Go Banking Rates, and written by Jamie Farkas, titled, "Here's How Much Gen Zers and Millennials Are Overspending on Housing in 2024. According to the author, the costs of renting an apartment or a monthly mortgage payment continue to rise, and perhaps no one feels the pinch more than members of Generation Z or the millennial group. Now sit down and get ready for some staggering figures. The author referenced a study by Rent Cafe, which revealed that Gen Zers will have spent an average of $145,000 on rent by the time they turn 30, and millennials will have spent an average of $127,000 from ages 22 to 29. Humans need some type of shelter to survive, and it is disturbing how much money some people are throwing away to pay for it. In my opinion, there is really a housing crisis in America. Some fancy apartment operators don't help matters. Why do so many new apartments today brand themselves as luxury? Why can't we just have some very basic and clean apartments that rent for reasonable amounts of money? Many people can't afford luxury even if they feel as though they are entitled to it. Some individuals overextend themselves financially with high rent, a high car payment, and an expensive smartphone, along with streaming services and retail therapy. Now, this is not everyone. Some people want to be frugal and find a cheap place to live, but good luck finding one unless it is in a less than desirable area of town. Lately, I've really been thinking seriously about building an apartment community with micro apartments that are 200 square feet. The bedroom living area would be 100 square feet, and the kitchenette and bathroom area would be a total of another 100 square feet. This would be similar to a small motel room with a kitchenette and a small bathroom with a stand-up shower. I'd make the floors all concrete with high gloss sealer on them, so there is no carpet to replace. I'd texture the walls and install basic light fixtures and durable solid wood cabinets. None of those builder-grade particle board cabinets. I'd rent these out for half of what the cheapest studio apartments were renting for in the area. If people can't afford $1,500 or $2,000 per month for a studio apartment that is 500 or 600 square feet, they can rent one of my micro apartments that are 200 square feet and half as much money in terms of rent. It would still be a lot of money for such a small amount of space, but these would be in a good area of town and they would be brand new and clean. With inflation impacting just about everyone, times are changing. Not everyone can afford to buy a home or rent an apartment in the $1,500 to $2,000 per month range, especially if they want to max out their retirement contributions each year. I really think I'd have a wait list for people wanting to rent these. Some people are sick of living with their parents or sick of living with roommates. What I would be offering would be just what the doctor ordered. Did you know in Tokyo there are 95 square foot apartments? There is a real estate developer called Spilitus that has been building shoebox-sized apartments for the past 9 years, and they have more than 1,500 residents. These are 95 square foot apartments that have 12-foot ceilings with an attic-style loft to sleep in. I think it's time for something like this to be built here in America for people who are struggling to find clean and safe housing that they can afford. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.